3 to 5.
So it may be painfully obvious, like spacing 3 to 5 meters, right? What else? What else do they do when they're stepping off? Are they near people? Push up to the area. Watch the hole. Yeah, so in context, we have an infantry cordon around the village. We'll keep watching. You will provide your own food security for the village.
Goedemorgen. Now we're talking to each other.
Hold here, allow that to space to
Okay, not spare.
Raj.
How's it going?
Oh, it's going okay.
What's your name?
What's your name?
Geno-Amida.
His name is Geno-Amida.
Okay. I'm Billy.
Ik ben Billy.
Do you,
how's things going, Billy?
I'm doing alright. So for a walk today, see if we could talk to some of you guys.
Oké, we lopen hier rond in de dorp om te kijken of we met jullie kunnen praten.
Undersale. Hey.
Oh, please sit down.
Thank you.
Okay, so take a look. Who's the close protection in this scenario? Who is it? Yes, Corporal DeBoer. What's his positioning like? Tell me what he's doing in order to do his job. Yes,
He's trying to be as much as 90 degrees, so he's going to be watching the people that or the person that he's interacting with, as well as surrounding area.
exactly. And this team, what equipment does he have in addition to his rifle and his standard kit? M8.
Camera.
Yep, so he's got the Contour, 31 Brigade bought Contour, he's got a GoPro, and he's from 31 Brigade, so he's using a Contour. Why might that be beneficial for the CP to have?
Because he's in a position to record all the discussion so he can hear it later on.
Yep, so that.
The person you're face to face with won't question the camera. You're not going to necessarily notice.
Yeah, so that's how this team is laid out. That doesn't mean that you have to do it that way. That's up for you to sort out. Just some considerations.
모두 앉으세요.
Oh, who are all those people and don't they want to sit down?
This is my team. Ryan would like to sit down, but he has a bad back. He feels more comfortable standing.
Dit is zijn team en Ryan die wil wel gaan zitten, maar die heeft last van een slechte rug. Dus die blijft lekker staan.
알겠습니다. 저는 지금 나봐요. 예.
Oh, I understand. I have back problems as well.
Is this your house?
Is dit uw huis?
예, 제 집에입니다. 예.
Yeah, it's my house.
It's a nice place.
Ook een mooi huis.
감사합니다.
Oh, thank you.
I grew up in a house like this actually.
Ja, ik ben eigenlijk ook opgegroeid in een huis zoals dit.
진짜?
You mean just like this house?
Well, it's similar, 2 stories, small.
Ja, lijkt erop eigenlijk ook 2 verdiepingen.
네, 알겠습니다.
Cozy.
예, 제 집에 좋아요. 그렇지만 제 생각에 나봐요.
It's a very nice house. I live here with my family and we have enough space.
Are you, I realize this is primarily farming village.
Ik begrijp dat dit eigenlijk een boerengemeenschap is.
예.
Ja, it's a farming community.
Is that what you do?
Is dat ook wat u doet?
예. 멜론?
Ja.
알겠습니다. And the model, oh yeah, you want soju? 맛있어요?
He grows lots of crops and after that he offers you something to drink.
I don't drink alcohol.
he doesn't drink hij drinkt geen alcohol.
Gatorade.
Oh,
맛있어요?
yeah. This has no alcohol in Gatorade actually.
Okay, anyway. No, I'm good.
Nee,
No, 맛있어요.
No, he insists that you have a sip.
Of Gatorade?
Yeah. It is Gatorade.
알겠습니다. 예, 맛있어요. No.
Yeah, it tastes good. He will have something to tell as well.
갑시다.
Thank you.
위하여.
Wiaya.
Cheers.
YOLO.
Okay, actually you have to thank them.
Okay. Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Dankjewel. Erg geniet van me.
천만에요. 모두.
You make me feel comfortable in your own house or in your own property.
Ja, we voelen ons op ons gemak.
감사합니다. 예. 친구.
Ja, I also feel comfortable with you.
So,
Okay.
have you noticed?
Pause you there. So what just happened? What was that called? That intro part. What was he doing? Floor building. What kinds of things were they talking about? The house. What else? What else happened? Yeah, he had a sip of Gatorade, right? Did you see any of Cialdini's principles of influence in there?
Culture to be able to take us all together. So then he also told us that he has to thank him, which again, culturally speaking, but in that context, it's not so much the processes in that culture, and it's just manufactured to be able to get together.
Okay. Could that play into something else?
I was gonna say, like, you try to make like familiarity or like likeness, and like, oh, I grew up in a house just like this, so that you have that kind of shared similarity, something
Bingo.
in common.
Yes, exactly. So they look different. They're wearing different clothing. One's carrying a weapon, but they have something in common now, right? They both grew up in a similar landscape, a similar house. They might have had a similar upbringing. They might have a lot more in common than they originally think. Okay. So you can build these principles of influence into your face-to-face planning tool and plan around them and use them subtly. Any other observations? What else is going on in this scenario? Anything? That's the release.
The guys talked about how the house looks similar to his, and have liking, so you build similarity between them.
Yes.
Okay.
That is astounding observation.
This party's too much.
Anything else? Yes.
Point to take notice, they sat down, so that's something to note.
Yeah, so they sat down, they're in the shade, they got comfortable because they want the conversation to not be strained in any way, physically or emotionally or anything.
For the outer cordon of the conversation, the lead guy has complete full coverage of the front, but he's not too push forward, still within the line within the group, but yeah, it's more.
Okay, so they have a somewhat tight cordon, they tighten it up that they can control. There is a civilian walking around with a shovel, and as you can see, as he walks around, everyone is scanning, watching, maintaining eyes on him as well as their arc. And then as he passes, the team members are giving each other little nods and little cues, saying, okay, you got him now, great, I'll go back to my arc, and you continue to watch that guy. Okay? Carry on.
So, have you seen anyone that's not native to Nauru walking around at night or during the day?
Heeft u nog iemand gezien die niet thuis hoort in Nauru tijdens de nacht- of dagtijd?
제 생각에 사람 나봐요 있어요. 그렇지만 아니요.
Soms dan zijn er s'nachts mensen die ze niet kennen, maar nee, over het algemeen zien ze dat niet. sometimes there are people. They visit the village at night, but usually no.
Okay. Is that, do you own that shed as well, sir?
Is die schuur daar ook van u?
아니요, 제 아버님, 제 아버님 원저도.
Actually, it's his neighbor. That's his brother. Lives next to him and it's his shed.
Okay. Did you notice that poster on there?
Heeft u de poster gezien op die schuur?
몰라요, 아니요.
No, he hasn't noticed that.
You hasn't noticed it?
No.
Do you want to come take a look at it with me? Just
Komt u even met me mee kijken?
Oh yeah, 갑시다.
Just
bye.
No problem. Let's go.
Bye.
Come on, hurry up.
Okay, we'll freeze here. So, while they were building a report, you may have seen the 2IC come and just whisper something into the IC's ear. Within the team, they noticed that there was hostile propaganda or possible hostile propaganda in the village, and that was communicated very subtly again, 2IC whispering into the IC for the face-to-face man's ear that there's a poster that they'd like to have a look at, so that he can look for an opportunity to work that into the conversation. So, they got into their main body, and now they're going to go check this potential hostile propaganda out. Take a look at the cordon, how it is. They still maintain the cordon with arcs, but it's going to be moving. Carry on.
So I just gotta tell my guys that we're moving over there?
Zo, ik vertel mijn collega's even dat we daar naartoe gaan.
괜찮아요. Bye.
Mitch, we're gonna be moving towards that shed where you've seen the propaganda. You good, Ryan?
Yeah, you just want to switch.
Take us off. Yeah, go ahead now.
Cool.
JGP, Salao.
I've recently painted the whole house.
I can tell. It's nice.
Ja, ik kan het zien, ziet er schitterend uit.
The color, the color speaks to me.
De kleur spreekt hem heel erg aan.
저는 제 아버님 집에 제 생각에 나와요.
This is my parents' house that's not so well painted, and I told him several times that he needs to paint it.
It's not that bad.
Oh, het is niet zo slecht.
So, you've never seen anything like that before?
Zo, heeft u zoiets als dit wel eens gezien?
아니요, 몰라요.
No, he has never seen it.
제 생각에 안 합니다.
The text on the poster, look at him a little bit, looks a little bit scared also.
You don't like it, eh?
Je houdt er niet van?
안 좋아요.
Do you know where it came from? Or first you not know?
Weet je waar het vandaan komt?
몰라요.
No, not at all.
You know,
제 생각에 이 사람들 나봐요.
The people that put it up there are bad people, I think.
who are they? Who do they belong to?
Die zijn die mensen.
몰라요.
I don't know. I don't want to have anything to do with this.
Okay, do you mind if I take a picture of it
Is het erg als ik er even een foto van maak?
and remove it?
괜찮아요.
No, you can take a picture and remove it, but I don't want to be here with you while you do that.
Okay, well, it was nice meeting you. I'm gonna grab this now because I'm almost running out of time.
Het was fijn om u te ontmoeten. Ik haal het weg. Ik ben
알겠습니다.
bijna door mijn tijd heen. Ja, I understand.
제 생각에 Canadian military 아주 좋아요.
Yeah, I really like the Canadian military, and if I can be of any assistance, please contact me.
We appreciate that. So,
안녕히 계세요.
Gerald-san, it was nice meeting you. I'm just gonna grab my card for you.
Oh.
I'm gonna grab my card for you.
Ik vond het een plezier om u te ontmoeten. Ik pak even een kaartje voor u.
Okay.
알겠습니다.
So we'll pause there. So
Here's the card.
they're exchanging contact information. What kinds of things were talked about with the hostile propaganda? What kind of information was discussed that could potentially go in some sort of report for this kind of thing? Yeah, Tom. Yeah. What did we find out?
There's bad people that place it there.
Okay.
He started off asking if it was his shed to try and narrow down who it belongs to, whose property it is.
Yep. What else? Sam?
we can say that he's scared about it.
Yeah. Is that important? Absolutely. What are his feelings towards it? How does the TA feel towards it? Right. I mean,
He doesn't want to be seen like next to him when he takes the picture or anything.
So he doesn't even want to be around when the Canadians are going to be doing their thing with it, right? Might that give you a gut feeling? Could you make a TPT comment about that?
Yeah, it's to suggest that there's someone watching in the air right now. Eyes on the neighborhood.
Right? Potential for it. Anything else discussed? Yep.
Well, not necessarily that somebody's watching it, it's just that the people placed there are bad dudes, and so that wants absolutely no association with.
Is there anything else discussed? Okay.
You good?
Play on.
Okay, well, yeah. Yeah.
안녕히 계세요.
What
Bye.
was your name again?
Bye.
Goodbye.
So he's leaving. Just let him out. Follow him out there.
Mitch, you got him?
Okay.
Very
Ryan,
cool.
do you want to take up Brian's arcs? Brian, come
Yep.
take his propaganda. I'm going to get the grid.
Just be aware of the guy in front. Yeah, cool, man.
Got it.
How you doing?
Hi. You have
So
candy?
the IC
You have
taken
candy in
care
your
of.
bag?
Oh, man, I wish I could. I don't have any right now. Sorry.
Are you going to bring candy?
We don't have much candy in the military here, but
I know you lie.
well, we do have security. It's more important than candy, right?
Dessert?
Desserts?
Dessert, yeah.
Oh no. If we had desserts, it would just make us fat, right?
I'm going to go buy candy.
Sounds good. Let me know where you get it from.
So what kind of photos are we going to be looking for? What kind of photos should you be taking for also propaganda? Yeah.
You want to get the propaganda itself and its surroundings.
Yeah. So how it's placed in the back, LeBron?
You want to have it close shut down as many details as possible.
Yeah. You want to get that detail in case you can't get that product or that product gets destroyed on your route back. MH.
You could look at, as he's doing what the product is facing.
Yeah. So just like right now, what is the direction? Why is it placed there? What is the product facing? Is it facing a market? Is it facing a bathroom? Why would something be placed there? You should also be getting a bearing of the direction that is facing. That way, in conjunction with the grid, an analyst or somebody with a big map could plot it on a grid and indicate what bearing is facing at that grid. Does that make sense?
So you got the good reference and the drink?
Good to go. Let me know when you do propaganda.
Right.
Okay, just like CSI, he's got awesome plastic gloves so he doesn't contaminate the criminal evidence that is the hostile propaganda. Warren.
Is that done so in case there are like fingerprints or anything like that, or like like the biometric database, like it'll show up? Is
Yep.
that like actually useful?
Yes. Now, what is there a hazard that may be used with this poster? Could this poster be a hazard? So, in Afghanistan, we were finding that the Taliban and the ACM were watching our TTT for pulling down hostile propaganda, and in the early days, it was just pull the thing down. They started booby trapping them. They would dig out in a mud wall. They chisel out a spot, put a little pill popper mine, and then have it rigged up so that when you pull it down, it goes off in the guy's face or he loses his hand or something. So we have to take precautions against that. Municipal Fog, we'll check it out before taking it down.
Alright, Billy, it looks clear. I'm going to try to take it down right now.
Get outside.
Question, but who in the Army school actually has skill sets as for fingerprints?
So, everybody heard of the Sexy Team?
Yeah.
So what's the Sexy Team?
They do forensic analysis.
Yeah, so they are the Army's forensic analysis. So even for an IED site or an IED site that is exploded, they will take these components that they find and they'll send it to the SEXY team, and the SEXY, it's not SEXY, it's SEXC. Anyway, they're essentially nerds in the lab, and they test for fingerprints, DNA, and they compile all the data in the reports, and they start building profiles of how an IED is placed, what components were there, how is it laid out, and then they can start building profiles to see is it a specific team, and what is their radius that they do things. Because they might have their own TPTs, they might have their own habits, right? Same thing with this kind of stuff. The guy might be putting it at a 5'6" level every single time, so we can maybe say, okay, this might be the same hostile propaganda program, the same guy going out and placing it. And maybe they can pull a fingerprint and start building a case, right? So yes, it does exist within a NATO ISAP format. That's what we're about.
If that failure allows you and the chromosom that you fold it on itself, you contain anything, you want to flip the tape over.
You want to keep it intact as much as possible. In this case, the tape was left on so you could see where the tape was placed and how it was used to attach it to the surface. Typically, you should have a knife or a gripper on you, and slowly peel that tape off the side and have a look in behind to see if there is, hey, is there anything suspicious? Is there a wire attached to the back of that poster? Is there a fishing line with tape that's attached so when you pull it off, something's going to go off? Has there been any disturbances to in this case, the fiberglass door? Does it look like something was cut out and possibly put in? You're taking that side off, you're having a peek in behind before you remove it. Okay? Any further questions with that?